Hey everyone, welcome back to Open Mic, your voice of spirituality and mediumship. I'm your host, Ramsey Chiri, and my lovely co host, Dennis Coughlin.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing?
I think everybody's doing well. It's such a beautiful week.
It
I think.
is.
I don't know.
Well, we've had a lot less solar storms this week, which is
Oh,
good, right?
yeah.
So it's a little more stable in terms of our solar energies. Um, I think there's a lot of people going through some heavy stuff this week. I gave you a jump scare. We have Hello Fogo Fogo. And then she says she gave us a jump scare. She, we,
and
we gave her a jump scare, I should
yeah.
say.
Hi, Michelle. Hi,
Hey, Michelle.
everyone. Thank you for joining.
How's everyone doing tonight? Because it is that sort of heavy energy this week. Um, Although it's not about the solar stuff, which is interesting.
What is it
So
about? What's happening?
it's collective. It's like this
Oh,
collective energy is like heavy right now. There's a lot of fear going on with all the stuff that's happening in the political arena, of course, and that just creates this heaviness across the board. So I think, you know,
hi, Michelle from Alberta.
all the way from Alberta. Hello, hello. I'm in Ottawa, and Ramsey is in Montreal.
Montreal.
I was going to say, wait, maybe he isn't. Nope, he is.
No, 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 no.
Okay, I checked. I was like, data bank. Yes, okay, he's in Montreal.
No, no. Tuesday, Wednesday, I was in Ottawa. Today, I'm here, and then some other places this week is going to be running around well, the globe again. So it's fun. We're having
Travel,
fun.
more travel.
More travel. So we've had such a, I don't know what happened, but the past 2 weeks, things just exploded. And then the harvest moon came in, which is kind of in a way it was good. It
Hmm.
reset things, and now planning to going into winter. So the energy should start to dissipate a bit and slow down, so that we can what do you call it? Have a hot cocoa over near our fireplace and just relax and do nothing almost, but that's impossible. But it's good to dream. It's good to
Nice to
dream.
try too.
Yes. So we have not prepared for today as usual. We never prepare for anything, and we see things float up, and every time it's one beautiful episode after another, and it all thanks to our listeners who come up with like amazing questions and requests. So the floor is open, guys. If you have any question, please pass it on.
Hmm.
While we're doing that, I'm just going to talk about a bit of since about mediumship. Let's talk a bit of mediumship today and see what the questions come in. So we were, I was training people on mediumship last Sunday,
Hmm.
and which I keep on forgetting. Like that used to happen to me, and I know you taught me how to do that, and then I forget that this happens. Okay, now I'm going into like really
maybe
non-specific
maybe
things.
tell us what it is that you forgot, so we can follow you.
So that when you're trying to connect with the spirit for somebody, sometimes more than one comes in.
Absolutely.
Okay, and it doesn't mean that all of them are for the same person. It's
Hmm.
just that they see an opportunity to pass on a message, and here's the radio station. If I pass my message through the antenna, that message will come into this world. So one of the things that usually happens with us, which is me first and now everybody else, and Tanis could confirm that, is we get confused and we're not sure where to
We
go.
all get confused from time to time.
We're not
Indeed.
sure where to go. Is it the one on the right, the one on the left? Is it that lady or that man or that child? Or and then we end up getting nothing. at the end of the day. It is who screams louder, we can get that message from them. And there's a good trick for that. And that trick is very, very simple. Guys, just move away for a second. And one at a time, comes in and pass on the message. So one person, one spirit. I say a person, but it's actually a spirit. One spirit. So what that gives, it gives more clarity for the medium to receive the message, more focused, and easy to pass on stuff, because at the end, it's evidential mediumship. We need to make sure that the person is related to the spirit and can identify it. And also for the message to be clear and precise for that specific person, the sitter. Person.
So I have a question for you. What's the weirdest thing that you've had happen, or the weirdest confirmation thing? You know how they give you something to tell them who they are? What's the weirdest thing that's come through for you?
Stars. I know stars, and I go, but there's something about the stars, and actually it was somebody in the UK, and I go, oh, so it's outdoors. It's I can see it. It's like south of London. It's all open and stuff. But there's stars, and there's something about stars, and like they're looking at stars and so on and so forth. And it turns out that they had a telescope, and that spirit loved to sit every night and look at the stars. But at the beginning, the sitter couldn't understand what it was until it clicked, like they had a telescope.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to tell, right?
Yeah.
I know I had one. My shirt makes me think of it, actually. Orange popsicles. I saw orange popsicles. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm seeing orange popsicles. She's like, oh, that was her favorite. I'm like, oh, okay, good. And then I had another one that was like, I was seeing like a Newsies hat, like the hats that come down to a peak here, but they're soft on top, that kind of style of hat. And it was plaid. So my client was like, so what color's the hat? I'm like, plaid? He's like, okay, yeah, I know who that is. Because he'd actually just been going through the stuff of this person. And he pulled out the hat, and it had a pom-pom. And he had removed the pom-pom. So he was looking, he was joking with him about, don't.
Yeah, I last time I saw a lady with a maroon lipstick.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't see the lady. I saw the maroon lipstick, and I go like, but there was 9 people on the call, and I didn't know who it was for. But I go, there's something with maroon lipstick. I was like, I don't know why, but it's just like the image is so clear, and it's like in your face. And she pulled up a picture of her mother. It's early color pictures, so it's not bright colored, but the maroon lipstick was out. Like, yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We have some stuff over here.
We do. I think we should go through our little chats here.
My daughter passed 5 years ago, and her youngest daughter is now with her dad. Okay, sorry. He says terrible things to her. I'm wondering what my daughter thinks of the situation and what does she wants me to do. We're not doing readings, so if you're, I'll keep it up a bit. So if your daughter does come through, we'll pass a message. If she doesn't, I'm not gonna try to connect. But usually situations like this are very delicate, and I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist to be able to give proper advice. But usually, and I know from situations of mine, is that life gives us certain things to learn from. And maybe the child needs to go through that in order to evolve into a better spiritual person at the end of the day. That's all I could say. I don't know, Tanis, if you have anything to add to that.
Hmm. I just feel a real heaviness in my heart when I read into it. So I'm not sure if it's your daughter. I can certainly tell you what I think about that. Yeah, he won't like it. Um, uh, but I feel a heaviness there, Michelle. So we're not doing readings, but I do feel that heaviness there. That she's saddened is what I feel. Um, but yeah, I think Ramsey's right. We do have soul contracts to learn stuff, and obviously this was the soul contracts that were put in place for this family, and sometimes they suck as humans because we put them in place because we have to learn. So as souls, we have like this whole checklist of stuff that we have to learn over lifetimes. And so when we go to come down, we meet with our soul family and we're like, okay, you're going to teach me how to share. You're going to teach me how to do this. We're going to get married. We're going to have a child. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then, then we come down with those people in those varying roles. And this stuff plays out. But when we're doing the soul contracts, like we forget how heavy the emotion is down here. And we do have to play out a whole bunch of stuff through multiple lifetimes in order to really learn all of what it's like to be human. And being human is all about feeling the emotional experiences that go along with it. We have to feel the whole gamut of emotion to really know what it's like to be human. And that is what our goal is in being here, is learning what it's like to be human. So all I can say is that you guys all sort of planned all this beforehand, and it sucks, but it's a learning experience, as Ramsey said, and just show as much love and compassion to each other in the situation, and know that they're there and they're all guiding you. You're never alone in this. Our guides do come down and not just one way or another along the road. No, not that way, this way, as we go. But it's not easy. There's a heaviness there, and I send you so much love because it's a tough road. Yeah. So just sending you so much love, Michelle.
Same from here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my
hey,
soul
Bella.
burning. Hello. And I got an issue. They come in hot and fast, and I have. Actually, this is awesome. I thought it was me. I have a squirrel brain. I can't take 2 seconds and I'm out. Like
No. It's not just you, honey. We all go through that. All of us that do this work go through that. So and Fogo Pogo is headed that direction.
Focus on it a bit more. Sorry, go ahead.
She's headed that direction doing this work. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What else do we have? I don't know. I didn't read this one. Can you try to reach? He was a healer.
FT and Mel.
He said, I was a healer. He worked with pendulum and homes. What do you mean by try to reach? Basically, he's in spirit?
Yeah, I think he passed.
Yeah, if he is in spirit, I will say one thing is that oh, there's another. We're not doing readings tonight. Let me just please make it clear. We're not doing readings, but to tell you one thing is that if you're on the right path to get into a healing, to become a healer, or to become a psychic or a medium or whatever it is, that's your path. You do not need a healer or a psychic or a medium to tell you that. It comes from within. It doesn't come from the outside. I can tell you, you're an engineer. You're great at engineering. You're the best engineer in the world, and all you want to do is drive a fire truck. And at the end of the day, that's all you would do is drive a fire truck. So go with what feels good from the inside rather than waiting from the outside for a direction. And I understand we all have this thing that we're not sure, and especially this new age of healing and mediumship, all of that, it comes in a package where it's untouchable, it's glorified, it's on the side, and in order to get there, you need a middleman to get you there. But the reality is, it's not out there, it's within. All of it is within you.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is sit with it, and if it feels good for you, go with it. And if it's your path, like in my case, for example, it's my path to go on a mediumship, psychic mediumship track. I blocked it many years ago, and I walked away from it, and I don't remember it. And that sad part is that I totally blocked it completely. And then one day it just hit me in the face, and it re-energized, and it came back, and I started to remember what I used to do when I thought it was something new for me. So if it's yours, you're on the right track. Don't worry about it. It will open up.
Yep.
Hey, Michelle, welcome, first timer. What else, if you can, please ask? I think Michelle,
We have
bless
Kelly
you.
Alexander, who's a first timer. Thanks for joining us, Kelly. It's nice to see you too. And we have Gerald.
Yes.
Wi-Fi is
Hello, hello.
wonky, so I'm hoping I can watch more. Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Gerald. And he's going to be a regular on Twillo Talk. Not every week. We're doing every 6 weeks, but going to be a
Awesome.
regular, so that'll be fun. We're looking forward to that. We always have a good time. And a big hello to Michelle from
Michelle.
Astrological Tarot. Hello. Thank you for joining us. And we have Joyful Journey. Hello, Jen. Woohoo for being another regular.
That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. And guess what? We're going into season 3, which means we've been on
Are
for
we?
3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Thank God for Facebook. Seriously, it popped in today. It said season 2, October 13, 2022. So we're October 23. So we're season 3. I wasn't counting. I wasn't looking for it. It just popped today. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you all. I hope you're enjoying it, and keep on coming.
Mm-hmm.
So,
A big hello to Heather, who's just joined us from
hey, Heather.
Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts. She's an awesome artist. And we do have the best chatters in here, I think.
Yeah.
We do. Hope we're not missing anybody here.
No, I think we got them
I
all.
think we've got everyone. We said hello to Bella. Yeah, good. Yeah, so we should talk about why we started this. Since it's 3 years,
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. I came out of my shell 3 years ago, I guess, and I was scared to do anything or to go online and say, "Oh, I'm a medium." I think that was one of the things, and it was not because it was easy to get into mediumship. It's just I was able to see that we all have it. We all have these capabilities, and it's not only for the select few. It's not just one type of people that gets it, or whatever it is that goes into our mind. So I go, oh my God! So I wanted to share that with the world, and not only that, getting out there and saying this is who I am. Oh my God, that was so relieving. And even people that I studied with during the class, they came on our show one time, and they were like, that was so simple, and now I can go and tell people that I could do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's liberating, and it actually opens up your channels and your communication with spirit to a higher degree.
Well, authenticity does that, right?
Yes,
So when we're
absolutely.
authentic and we
Yes,
step into our own purpose, our own who we really are, um, that's when we start to be able to connect even more, right?
yes,
And I remember we had a conversation. You were a little nervous about coming online
yes.
for a few reasons, and and I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I think we had started Twillo Talk just before, and we had
Yeah.
done a few episodes, and I was like, yep, we can do this. We can do this.
So my first one was I went on and I ranted for 20 minutes, and I got off and I go, oof, that was stressful. And people told me, actually, that was great that you actually went on.
Yeah.
It's it wasn't that great because I went on tangent and I couldn't focus because I was so nervous. And I went the second time and I made it easier, more structured. And after that, we started doing it together with no structure, just allowing things to flow and come up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the beauty of life, is that you allow things to come up and just flow as they are.
Yeah. And that's why we call it open mic, right? Because
Yeah,
we tend to just allow.
it makes it
Yes.
much easier
Hi,
for others.
Linda.
Yes, that's
Hi,
awesome.
Linda.
Who's
It
there, sir?
does.
Linda.
Linda. Yeah, Linda.
Hey,
Linda
Linda.
Palace.
Yeah, she was saying that it's much easier for others to come forward too. Yes, and that's what we wanted actually to do with this show, is to make it easy for others to see that it is, one, is simple, two, you have avenues, and what do you call it, you're not alone.
That's right. Because none of us are alone ever. We all have our guides with us all the time.
Exactly, and you're not alone. Look at us. Look at us. Well, who are we?
Who are
It's
we?
me. I'm Ramsey. Speaking out. And seriously, like I look how we moved from trying to get all these cars and books and symbols. This is the first book that I bought because you showed me the book that you had. You
Yes,
know,
I have that one. Yep.
so it went from all of that into where we are today, and I love the journey.
Yes,
It's
it's
not what you
beautiful.
get out of it. It's not what you do. It's bloody. The journey is beautiful.
Hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank
Exactly,
you.
Ramsey.
And
Everyone's
everyone's
journey
journey
is
is
different.
different.
Indeed.
100%. 100%. 100%.
Hello, Pisces greeter, TK. How are
Hello.
you?
Oh,
And it is the journey, not the destination. Indeed.
oh yeah. Sorry. I tried to click on it and then it moves up and down and I get confused. It is absolutely the journey. And it's beautiful. No matter what it is beautiful. I'll tell you a story. But I met a friend yesterday, and he has a friend who is terminally ill. And when they found out early in the summer, he was sad about it, of course, and miserable. So we had to talk about it. And his friend got married last week or so.
Hmm.
I don't understand. Like I'm not understanding anything. You know, you're gonna pass away very shortly. So why do you want to go into this? And that was my answer. My answer is, the day we are born, we are one day closer to death. And in between those 2 days, we are here to experience everything.
Yeah.
The sadness, the sorrowness, the happiness, every little thing, every
Joy, love, all of that.
all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it combined. And that's why we're here.
Hmm.
We're not here to go the first 3 years at home, 2 years at kindergarten, 10 years or whatever, the 12, 15 years in school, and do 4 years of university and 40 years of working, and then 2 days of retiring and then going away. I don't mean 2 days of retiring. I've heard a lot of people who worked extremely, extremely hard to the day of retirement, and then within no time at all, they had to leave.
Yeah, it's true.
So do enjoy every minute of it, because the journey is what's beautiful, is experiencing every little thing, and uh, even the hardest part of it are still beautiful. You might not feel it today, but what was it? Tragedy plus time equal comedy. When you look at it a couple of years after, you realize it was silly, it's not worth it, or whatever it is, and then you will laugh at it. And I usually laugh at myself because I was stressed out at that time. So, seriously, that's a
But
silly you.
that's another human thing that we
Yeah,
have to experience, right? Is
yeah.
that stress, that anxiety around things. It's all related.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I really enjoy Ramsey's energy and lovely wisdom. Thank you. That touched me.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Um, what else? Is the definition? Here, let's read this. It's the definition of being human. As Santa says, spirit has the knowledge, but they can't have a pencil.
They can't move a pencil. They can't move anything. So
They
they
can't
can't
move a pencil.
physically
Yeah,
move
yeah,
anything. Yeah. Our whole purpose is to experience.
yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Have a wonderful trip, Pisces greeter TK. She's going on a trip, it looks like, to visit a
Yeah.
friend.
And guess what? It's a long weekend this weekend. It's Thanksgiving, and for the Canadian part, for the US, it's coming in a month time. Uh, we have a lot to thank for. Oh my God, I'm
Let's hope
stuck
for.
today.
Awesome. We'll see you later, Heather. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Looking forward to being on your show. And we've got Joyful Journey with the flags. Absolutely.
yes, the
So
Canadian turkeys are out.
I think they're hiding, actually. But
Yeah, you're right.
yes, exactly. Yes, Kelly.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hello,
Betsy.
Betsy. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Kelly has some wisdom there.
If you have loved ones, pass on. I can't be joyful to experience spirit helping your loved one pass on to the next realm. So experiencing life is amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
To experience spirit. Yes. I'm rereading to make sure.
Yes. I think we've both been doing this too. Ramsey and I have both been doing this as well, sort of jumbling all over our words this week. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something in the transits or something this week about that. So, but you know what? We're human. We're allowed.
Yes, that's the beauty of it. So
We give ourselves permission to be perfectly imperfect.
that was the thing on my first what do you call it, ranting.
Your first show, yes.
I showed it to a friend before I posted it, and then they tell me, "Oh, you need to edit a bit, make it a bit like this, a bit like that. Stand up, sit down, smile, don't move your head, don't wobble, don't say ah."
I do
And,
that all the time.
and I go, I have to redo this. Okay, so I sat with it like a couple of days, and I go, I have to redo it. No, they're right. I think it's really off, and blah 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 blah. And then I go, what am I talking about? That's the beauty of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I can never be perfect. None of us can be perfect.
No,
And if we can't be perfect, let's be authentic.
exactly.
And I put it out, and it was beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
And that's part of why we do this live, guys,
Yeah,
to be authentic. So do we make mistakes? Absolutely.
a lot. A lot, but we love it.
But it's
So,
it's what we're here for.
yes. There's no more questions. I had pulled the card. It says, you can't see it, but it
You can't
looks
see it because it's
beautiful.
mirrored. You'll have to read
Prince
it
of
to us.
Winter. I do like to edit videos. That's why I do live,
Oh,
do
he
live.
doesn't.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't like to
I
edit
don't.
videos.
Oh, okay. Okay. The end is missing.
I'm with you on that. I do edit
Same here.
videos. However, it's time consuming. Oh, sip, sip. It's time
Pardon?
for sip, sip.
Yeah.
Sip, sip.
So the card says, seek out intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes. So what I'm, it's a
Is
Prince
that
of
for the
Winter.
week?
Pardon?
Is that for the week?
Yes, and I got 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
One it says make it quickly. The second one it says no procrastination, and the third one is the desire for more meaningful life. Is basically to move on. So move on. Do not procrastinate, and seek an intellectual solution. So from that for this week is that what I foresee is for everyone to sit back and move out of the emotion field and go deep inside and follow what comes out. Now, you call that rational, you call that irrational. I think if you follow your emotion without going inside, is a bit irrational because it's the emotions that are driving. And when the emotion subsides, you'll see that you have made the things that, like, you took actions that you would actually not take in a situation like that. So going deep inside, do not wait. Bring your questions in, sit with them, let them come out, and just move forward. Do not look back.
Mm-hmm.
Anything on that? Would you like to add something to it, or Tanis?
I think it bears to discuss the difference between an emotional response and one from inside. Because I think that people might confuse that, right? We think that if it's a logical response, that it needs to come from the brain. So, yes, we're open to questions, just not reading questions.
Yeah.
We're open to discussion, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that I think what you're referring to, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what you're referring to is really going into the heart space to make a decision,
Yes.
as opposed to just willy-nilly. I'm angry, so I'm going to make a decision. Is that what you mean? That's the
Yeah.
differentiation there, right?
Yes.
So going into the heart space, okay, what do I really want to make a decision about? Right? So it's not really thinking about it. It's not like you're going and weighing the pros and cons and doing that kind of a logical decision. I think that the logical decision in this case is about going into the heart space and what does my heart really resonate with, and making it that way. Is that what you're referring to? Okay.
Hope it was
Cool.
clear for everyone.
What's that?
I said I hope it's clear for everyone.
Yeah, if it's not, feel free to ask questions about it, right?
Yes.
We want to provide clarity if possible. So this is about the video editing, I think.
Oh, I'm too busy
From
learning other stuff to learn that. Too busy might mean lazy. No, not at all. Not at all. Busy is not lazy. Busy could be procrastinating, and busy could be busy, actually busy.
Yeah.
Okay? If you are focused on getting an outcome and you're working on it, that is busy. If you're looking for an outcome and trying to dust your house and clean the outside and cut the grass and remove the snow and go shopping and do everything, and then still wanting to do that, that's procrastination.
I don't know. Sometimes that's my goal. And then I procrastinate from that. I'm good at that part.
But sometimes what we do busy ourselves with other stuff subconsciously in order not to deal with whatever issue that we have to take care of.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Of course, this is only with me. Nobody else in this world has that, so I'm just going to bring it up out there.
I have a feeling there's more than that. Yes, definitely everybody has this, whatever it is, I can just tell.
Yeah. So it's important that we see what is driving us away from what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there's always a subconscious action that takes place, or if you want to call it, it's like you have a malware in your computer and you're working with Word, but then Word is just like crashing on you and doing stuff, and you just like, but you don't know what is happening, so you redo Word, but it's a program that you have, that you're holding, that is driving you in the opposite direction. And it's important for us to go back and figure out, where is this coming from, by asking tons of questions.
Yeah.
Why am I not addressing the issue at hand? And you might get anxious, you might get annoyed with yourself, you might get annoyed with the people who are asking you. Bite on it.
I do something with my clients called the 5 whys. Root cause analysis.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't very happy with me.
Because
it forces you to deal with it, right? It forces it in your face.
Yes.
And it brings it up for you, which is part of my job, by the way, in what I do. But to facilitate movement. And the way to facilitate movement is to start looking at these things as we go forward, right?
Yeah.
So there's one here from Fogo Pogo.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
That's literally my survival mechanism, avoidance. Keep myself busy so I don't have to sit with myself. Yep.
Okay,
I've definitely done that.
Why?
Yeah.
The answer is why. There's always a book to read, a deck to explore, meditation that needs to happen. Who cares about the kitchen floor?
Exactly. Who cares about the kitchen floor?
You know what?
Why do I need to clean it anyway? Michelle likes the 5 whys.
That's good.
We've done it.
Yeah, and the 5 why puts us face to face with our shadow.
Mm-hmm. And our fears.
Right? Yes. And we really don't want to see that. We don't want to see that because we're bloody perfect.
Perfect.
We're bloody perfect. We don't have shadow to work on. Like, we all walk around with halos. Why?
Which dimension are you working in? The 11th? That's the archangelic, because that ain't here.
No, because since we do not see the driver of our thought,
yeah,
we believe it doesn't exist. Honesty is the best medicine.
Honesty is the best medicine? Oh,
yeah,
with ourselves.
I'm not of the 5 why because I don't want to go too deep.
Yep. Yeah, and so then I would ask you, why don't you want to go too deep? Maybe we'll have to do that on the show, Gerald.
Uh-oh.
No, never mind.
I did that for years. Don't really know if I've stopped. Maybe that's my imagination. It seems much less now than it used to be.
Well, that's good. Pogo Pogo says she hates it, but she loves it.
I know, I
Five
know.
Wise.
It's one of those things that once you surpass that pain, you laugh at it and you enjoy it. And you go, why didn't I do it long time ago?
Mhm.
Because if you look at it as a straight line, you're over here and you have to overcome that part. Because after this is sunshine all the way, but this part you have to go through it, and that part is filled with emotions that we don't
Yes.
want to deal with. What is that? That is one Y, so you only have four left.
He's telling me I only have 4 left for the show because I already asked him why.
Yeah, Linda, the pandemic helped actually a lot of people to deal with their shadow.
Yeah.
A lot of people, including myself,
A lot of
especially
stuff
myself.
came up, right, during the pandemic for
Yes.
everybody. Some of our worst fears um, came to the forefront for
Yeah.
everybody. So we had to look at them.
Yeah, we I couldn't hide from myself anymore.
Yeah.
It had to come out. It came out. It was bloody murder,
It
but
was messy. Pandemic
messy.
was messy for
It
all of
was
us.
it was messy, but afterwards, like I said, once you pass that hump, the hump of emotions that are going to come out, and they're painful in every way, even if they're fun to look at, they're also painful. And you're well, at least in my case, my body would vibrate in anguish and all kinds of emotions.
Mhm.
But in my case, what happened is that when the first time I cleared, I felt a massive shift. Like I was walking and I literally felt the shift in my body. I felt it like turn. And I go, whoa, what just happened? I held on to whatever was there. I can't remember, it was a couch or something. I was like, what just happened? I can see differently. And literally, that's how it felt.
So that, my dear, is
Yes.
either a timeline or a dimensional shift.
Oh, I
That is
see.
a
Right.
big one.
It happened twice. There was
Yeah.
one major one and one minor one. And it just felt like, okay, now I'm back with who I'm supposed to be.
Mhm.
It's just like everything aligned and vision expanded to see beyond words and silliness of news and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you up
Oh,
leveled. That's an up leveling. So
yeah. Linda has to leave.
have a good supper for
Enjoy
dinner.
it. Yeah.
Enjoy. Thank you for joining us.
Maui is famous for pulling up what is in the shadow. Lots of people meet it during first year and move away. What's
Interesting. So it's something about the energies, I guess, in Maui
oh, I see.
that create that for people.
Oh, and then they move away. I see. I just got it. I just got it. I'm so slow today. I do apologize. I don't know what is happening, but yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
there's
all.
definitely different parts of the world. I know if you get a reading with Michelle, she can tell you like some of the better options of where you should live based on your star, your astrological report.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because they are so specific in their energy, right? All of the different places of the world have a very specific frequency, specific characteristics of energy at the various things. I know here in Ottawa we have this specific timeline or timeline. We do have a timeline here. We're on many, but what I mean is ley line. We have a specific ley line that goes through right down downtown, right through downtown, and it tends to be a place. The energy tends to be a place where people come, they learn energy healing, and then they go elsewhere and teach it. So it's interesting in that way. So we seem to have a higher propensity for energy healers here than
Oh,
other cities. Yeah.
By the way, you can find Michelle at astrologicaltarot.com. Yeah, I did get it right. No?
What's that?
I got it
Yes.
right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks for. Oh, you're more than welcome, darling.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Well, okay.
So, what do we think we should talk about next?
Since we're still talking about energy, okay, energy healing. Oh,
well, you're going to
he
have to
should
come
come
and
up.
visit us.
He
You'll
should
have
come
to
up
come
to
and visit.
Canada. Pardon?
He's going to have to come and visit us.
Of course, of course. Let's see what
Oh,
Michelle
there you
has
go.
to us. There's Mars Ketu conjunction happening close to your sun, Ramsey. You have a Ketu Mars conjunction in your chart, so Ketu. So you feel it more acutely than others. I see.
Yes.
That
would be it.
So when we do all these energy healing, as a belief and knowing. That's the thing. So
okay.
I listened to this on one of those reels on Facebook, and I was like, wow, I like this guy. I don't know his name. I can't find him again. But he goes, do you believe in God? Do you believe? No, he started with that. Do you believe you're white? And he goes, the guy is white. And he goes, yes. So the guy goes, so you don't know that you're white? He goes, what do you mean? You just played with my mind. He goes, if you believe something, it means you don't know it. It's a belief. It's blind. You just believe that it happens. You believe you're a healer. When you know you're a healer, when you know something, you experience it.
Okay.
See, like.
So so knowing means that you have an experiential evidence.
Yes.
Okay.
I know spirit exists. I don't believe in it. I know. It's a fact. For me, it's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
So when you do energy healing, you have to believe in it. Not believe, you have to know it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's there. What am I going to say? It's like even your blood vessels, they're radiating with energy. Your blood are moving through the veins and they're creating energy. Mm-hmm. And if you put your hands on top of each other like this, I'm trying to get to the camera, you feel it. And you feel it, you know it. It's a knowing.
Okay, so this is something for you guys all to try, because we all have Reiki, we all have energy. Okay? Yeah. I want you to put your hands like about this far apart. And I want you to bring energy down through your crown chakra, all the way down into your heart, and then out your arms into your hands. And we're going to create a chi ball. Okay? So just relax, because the more you relax, the easier it flows. It's a bit counterintuitive like that, but that's how it works. So just see the energy in your head. Just imagine it coming down into your heart and out your hands. And just notice the difference in your hands. And you'll create an energy ball. For those of you that can see energy, you can probably see the energy that's building with Ramsey and I can feel it. And the reason I keep moving my hands back is because it's almost like pushing them back a little bit. And now when you do this, it feels like you've got like, it almost feels like foam or like a jelly.
There's a bit of resistance. It's like you're holding something in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a chi ball. So that's just energy. So now what I want you to do is put it in your heart and feel the difference in your heart. Just take that ball and put it in your heart.
Another way to use it, which I really enjoyed, is you put a message in there. You send it to someone. And guess what? That person is going to think of you at that specific moment.
Okay, let's try.
I have it. So do use these things. They're awesome. It's a small little trick. If you're missing your daughter, your son, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, a cousin that you haven't seen in a long time, you can pass on those messages. They're subtle, they're easy. It literally takes a few seconds to build up an energy ball. What do you call it? A chi ball?
A chi ball.
A
Chi is energy.
Okay. And you just send it out. I always enjoy the tingling. That shows how strong that energy is flowing between the two palms, and then you're literally forming it. Yeah. It's like if you see a sushi chef and grabbing the rice and doing this with it, and then you get some form that comes out. That's exactly what we're doing. It's just we're playing with the energy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I always refer to food because I love it. I love eating. I love actually cooking because I find the creation
What time's dinner?
Pardon?
What time's dinner?
What time is dinner?
You like to cook.
I'm making what is it? 8-kilo turkey with the stuffing from scratch, which today I made one set of cornbread, and tomorrow I'm gonna make another one to feed 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 to 10 people.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's good.
So it's fun. I find the creation
creative. Yeah, the creative piece.
Yes. Some people love to write, some people love to draw or whatever it is, paint and stuff like that. For me, that is my creative side, is to sit and bring things together and then put them together and something else comes up. And it's tasty. Yes, it is yummy. That's why I love to eat.
Hi, Charlie. Nice of you to join us. Thank you.
So, oh my God, we're coming to an hour. So time flies for some reason on this show, and I can't.
Because we're having fun.
Yes, I am an alchemist.
Yep, he was a wizard.
Yes, I was an alchemist in my old days, in my past life, one of my past lives, and it's something that I actually enjoy. And thank you for bringing it up.
Yes.
Hi to both of you, and happy Thanksgiving weekend. Yes,
Thanks, Angie. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all as well.
So playing with energy, it's like Merlin playing with those. You see those wizards doing stuff and passing.
Yeah, you've done that.
Yes, and
so
this ball is one of them.
It is.
It's one of them, and you can send it to yourself with a cheery message. And you can send it to others to cheer them up. You can send it to others to I don't know, brighten their day or whatever it is. You won't know what happened to them, but know for a fact that if you put a beautiful message in there, it will brighten that person's day when they receive it. And by the way, it is instant. When you send it out, the next person, the person receives it.
So I will just put out an observation that I know that somebody sent me a chi ball. because right away as we did it all, my crown chakra went all tingly.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Wi-Fi issues.
Oh, I hope it's not energetical Wi-Fi. It's just the real Wi-Fi with your.
Oh no, he's plugged in. Yes,
Another thing.
Kaylee, it's fun. She says we'll have to do that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's good to play around with these things. It helps everybody around. It's very subtle and loving and caring. It's like you put all your emotions into that little things, and even if the message is a little silly one, I'm here for you. You know, that's all it takes, and it's just like brighten the other person's. That's what's the show about, is brightening people's lives.
That's
And
right. Super plugged in, perhaps. Yes,
of course,
definitely you are.
and it's good that came up to the now, because I've been so busy with work for the past 2 3 weeks that I've been disconnected from everything. I finish work 6 7 o'clock at night. I just go back and just collapse. And I thought I just lost everything. I thought I lost all the connections. Uh, and guess what? You don't lose the connection. You're always plugged in.
You are. It's just,
It,
it's almost like it goes thin, and then it gets thicker, but you're always plugged in. Like it's thin,
oh,
and then you get plugged in and it's further. So it's because I know every time I have an attunement. So every time when I was going through all my training, anytime I have an attunement or an initiation or anything like that, it's like for 3 to 5 days, I find it more difficult to connect, to
yeah.
get messaging. So that's why I say I think it thins as it's percolating, integrating. That's the word I'm looking for,
Yeah.
not percolating, as it's
Well,
integrating.
what it was, because I was talking to my the lady I do the mediumship class with, and I go, it's like a electric kettle. You're
Mm.
always plugged in,
Yeah,
always. So the connection is always there. It's just you didn't press that button
right.
because you're so busy with other stuff. You didn't press the button and you say, I'm disconnected. No, you're not. You're on instantly.
Intention.
Yes.
Sometimes we get blocked chakras, which can play a little role in that, but we can easily unblock those as well. So, do you have
And
friends that have been struggling lately? You don't know what to do sometimes. It's like sending an astral Facebook message. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
but this one is much, much better. So, guys, thank you for being with us. It was an awesome day, awesome evening. Oh my God, awesome event show.
Great show, guys.
Really, there's something in the air tonight,
There is.
and we can't. I can't get the words. I can't get focused, but it was awesome. I hope you can use those ball games that we just learned and make your day. Tennis. Anything happening at the academy?
What do we have at the Academy? We have classes coming up, so take a look at the website. They're all listed there. There's lots going on. I have a new show starting on a Patreon with on a network, Beyond Being Human, and it's called Explorations. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's an interview style show, and the Patreon launch is in the middle of the month. So if you guys are interested, that'll be fun too. I'm co-hosting the launch party. And what else have we got going on? I'm going to be at the Holistic Healing Fair next weekend in Ottawa. It's at the Ray Colbus Center. And yeah, we have a happy weekend coming up. I'm also going to be on, let's see here, a couple of shows. We've got Michelle and I are going to be on with Marina on Tuesday on her show. We are also on with Heather next week, Indigo Jaguar, on Thursday. So like we've got lots of friends that we're going to be joining, and lots more times to have these kind of conversations. So stay tuned.
That's awesome. And thank you all for joining. It was a wonderful evening, a wonderful show, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Lots of love, guys.
Thank you. Have a great evening. And yes, there is, sorry.